In this lesson, I'm going to show you Google Bard. So Google Bard has been released a few weeks ago as a competitor to ChatGPT and GPT-4 that have been released by OpenAI back in November of 2022. Basically, all you need to do is to navigate to bard.google.com. And there is a waiting list right now, so you just need to sign up for that waiting list. And then all you need to do is to just log in with your Google account, and you should be able to see, basically, it's pretty much similar to GPT-4 or ChatGPT that we have played around already quite a bit in this course. All you need to do is to go ahead and type here your prompt. For example, I'm asking Google Bard to write an article to promote my business. And I'm assuming the business, I'm going to call it AI Simplified. My business offers world-class training on artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, so all you need to do is just press enter on your keyboard, and Google Bard is going to generate basically the feedback for you. What you see here is, well, it's pretty interesting. First point that I would like to outline is how fast Google Bard is. Basically, it just generated the output in one shot, and that is quite different compared to ChatGPT and GPT-4. We actually see them typing along. So it's kind of the model is generating the output for you. Here it's generating it as kind of one shot, displaying it as well here in one shot. And this could basically first explain the power possibly of the GPUs that Google Bard is running on. And the other point as well is that the model here is a little bit lighter compared to GPT-4 as an example. And that's why the execution time or the inference time here is a little bit faster. So what you see here, the feedback, well, it's going to tell you the AI Simplified, the world-class training you need to master artificial intelligence and machine learning. It's going to tell you, well, AI and ML are two of the most important tech of our time. They are already being used to revolutionize industries across the globe. Okay, pretty cool. Again, what I like here about Google Bard is first, most of the time you will see there's a conclusion here at the end. It's kind of telling you, here are just a few benefits of learning AI and ML with AI Simplified. It's going to tell you our courses are taught by experienced industry experts. Our courses cover a wide range of topics. We offer a variety of learning formats. Our courses are affordable and accessible to everyone. And it's kind of concluding here, if you're ready to learn AI and ML from the best, then sign up for the course at AI Simplified today. We'll help you out, kind of take your skills to the next level. Okay. So the second point that I would like to show you is another feature, which is what we call it drafts. So if you go on the top right corner, you will see view other drafts. Basically, Google Bard is going to generate multiple drafts for you. So if you don't like this one, you can maybe check out this one, draft 2. You will find there is kind of few changes here from draft 1. If you don't like it, you can go to draft number 3, and that's going to show you basically 3 generations out of the model for one single prompt. So I like this feature. The other feature as well, which is quite powerful, is this part here, which is Google it. For example, if you, let's say, here you're talking about, let's say, artificial intelligence, for example, let's go ahead and click on Google it. What you see is here is going to tell you these are the related topics associated with your prompt. So it's going to tell you, well, AI Simplified, what is AI in simple sentence? If you click on it, it's going to basically Google it for you. And then you're going to kind of direct you to the basic Google search that we used to do before all this AI basically revolution. Okay, let's go ahead and test out Google Bard on a few additional prompts. Let's assume that I would like to basically turn this article, which has already been generated for us, into a social media post on Facebook. Use SEO-friendly keywords and hashtags. Let's go out and see kind of if Google Bard was able to remember what we have said before. Here we go. Well, it's pretty much similar, as I mentioned, to ChatGPT and GPT-4. But what I'm going to show you actually is GPT-4 is more powerful compared to Google Bard, especially when it comes to its reasoning ability. And that's what we're going to explore over the next few lessons. I'm going to basically show you how kind of GPT-4 is kind of way smarter compared to Google Bard, especially in some reasoning-related prompts. But overall here, when it comes to the creativity part, I would say they are pretty much comparable to each other. So here you will see AI and ML are two of the most important technologies of our time. They're already being used to revolutionize multiple industries, pretty much the same as the article, but you will find that here, basically, there are hashtags that have been added here, which is pretty cool. AI, machine learning, artificial intelligence, training, education. I hope this helps. Okay. All right. Let's assume that I would like to test Bard when it comes to writing a poem, for example. So let's assume that I would like to write a poem that promotes my channel. So I have a YouTube channel, it's called Professor Ryan, and I teach people artificial intelligence, machine learning. So let's go ahead and see if Google Bard was able to create a cool poem, for example. Let's see. So we tested that out with ChatGPT and GPT-4, and here we go. Professor Ryan on YouTube, the best place to learn about AI, from the basics to the advanced. Professor Ryan has you covered. Well, it's okay. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, Professor Ryan's video are for you. With clear explanation, engaging content, you will be learning AI in no time. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe to, okay. I think it's kind of pretty basic, to be honest, if you wanted to compare it to GPT-4. Kind of GPT-4, first, it generates much longer poem, per se. It's a lot more creative, it rhymes much better, and I'm going to show you kind of all these comparisons coming up over the next few lessons. But let's go ahead and maybe test Google Bard in writing emails as an example, which is going to be useful if you are using Google Bard maybe at your office or maybe in your day job. Write an email congratulating my coworker Helen for getting promoted to senior manager role. Let's see. It's going to take some time. Here we go. Third, here's an email. So, hi Helen, I just heard the great news about your promotion to senior manager. I'm so excited for you and I'm so proud of all the hard work you've done. You have been a valuable asset to our team for many years, and I know you will continue to be successful in your new role. I've always admired your dedication to your work, your positive attitude. Congratulations again on your promotion. I'm so happy for you. Okay, I would say again, GPT-4 is much more powerful. Actually, first, it's a little bit, I would say, longer email. It has more vocabulary associated with it, but I would say Google Bard does the job fine. Let's go ahead and test Google Bard when it comes to writing code. So write a Python code that builds a dice roll generator. And let's see what Google was going to generate. Here we go. So basically Google Bard generated that code here. Okay, so first it's well-documented code. It looks like it's functioning code, okay. And it's also explaining it to you. So I would say it's pretty comparable to ChatGPT and GPT-4. Let's go ahead and see if it can convert that code from Python to C programming language. So I'm going to say, what about in C? And here we go. You will find the code has been generated in C. And here as well, a quick explanation to the code. I would say this is pretty cool, I would say. In this lesson, I'm going to show you a comparison between Google Bard, ChatGPT, and GPT-4. Let me show you a few prompts. First, let's assume that I would like to, for example, look for sushi places that are within 10 minutes drive from, let's say, the CN Tower as an example. So here I have the prompt. So I'm going to say, how many sushi places are there in a 10-minute drive from the CN Tower? Let's see what Google Bard is going to come up with. So as I mentioned, Google Bard is actually quite fast, and it just comes up with answers pretty fast, actually. So you can see there are 20 sushi places within a 10-minute drive from CN Tower. These are the most popular sushi places. So here's going to show you a few ones. I actually can recognize some of those. Looks pretty accurate. And those sushi places offer a variety of sushi rolls, sashimi, and so on. And would you like to know more about these sushi places? And okay, that's actually a pretty good answer. Let's go ahead and test out ChatGPT. So if you recall, this is GPT 3.5, and that's the default model, basically powering ChatGPT, which has been released by OpenAI, of course. So if I'm going to go ahead and ask the same question, please note that this is quite important, that basically ChatGPT, or the GPT 3.5 model, has only been trained with data up until 2021. It doesn't have like real-time information. And he was going to tell you, as an AI language model, I don't have access to real-time information about the exact number of sushi places within a 10-minute drive from the CN Tower. However, I can suggest a few ways to estimate the information. It's giving you kind of suggestions to basically look for information. So I would say for now, Google Bard is actually pretty powerful. Let's go ahead, and I wanted to show you an additional one, which is basically Bing search. Please note that Microsoft invested $10 billion in OpenAI, and right now it's kind of going crazy, basically, over the AI revolution, and it's competing directly with Google. So Google search has been the go-to search for pretty much the last 10 years or so. But right now, what's happening is Microsoft, after its amazing investment in OpenAI back in 2019, and with the new investment as well happening in 2023, what's happening is kind of, like a massive race to dominate search. So here we have Bing AI. If you just go and look up Bing AI search, basically you will be directed to Bing search. And of course, you need to just log in with your username. And it pretty much works in the same way as Bard or ChatGPT. And please note that Bing is using GPT-4 model behind the scenes. So if you go back here, if you recall, I can go ahead, I can say, please go ahead, select GPT-4. So I can do that. Or alternatively, I can just use Bing search, and that's going to, again, leverage GPT-4 behind it as well. There are a lot of features, I would say, when it comes to Bing AI search. First, you can select what kind of conversation style you're looking for. You can either go with creative, or maybe balanced, or precise. So if I say, maybe let's pick balance, for example, and let's go ahead and ask the exact same question. Again, pretty much all of them work the same way. So here I'm asking how many sushi places are available within a 10-minute drive from the CN Tower. Let's go ahead and test it out. And you go, it's searching for basically the prompt. I was going to tell you one, I'm sorry, but I couldn't find any information on sushi places within a 10-minute drive from the CN Tower. However, these are many locations as well. So it's kind of giving you a quick map, and it's giving you just one sample that's kind of, not even in Toronto. So I would say if you go back here, you will find that actually Google Bard was actually kind of one of the best out of all of those. So I would say Google Bard wins with this one. Let's go ahead and try out another prompt. Let's assume that I would like to ask, give me 5 best ideas and business models for a startup in artificial intelligence. So I actually wrote best twice, but I'm assuming both of them should be smart enough to know. So you're going to say, well, sure, here are 5 best ideas and business models for a startup in AI. AI-powered chatbot. So it's going to tell you when an AI chatbot are becoming increasingly popular, so they can provide customer service 24/7 and be customized to meet the needs of a specific business. AI-powered marketing tools, AI-powered data analysis, okay, sure, AI-powered healthcare tools, AI-powered security tools. You can also see here some additional tips, which is I like in general. You will notice that Bard basically kind of give you a summary at the end, pretty much when you ask it any prompt, and this is kind of baked within the training set. And it's going to tell you, identify a problem that AI can solve, build a team, the right skills, find a mentor or advisor. It's going to be giving you general advice. And of course, you can go ahead, click on Google it, and it's going to tell you as well a few links that are related to your prompt. Okay, let's go ahead and see what ChatGPT is going to tell you. So this actually happens quite a few times, even though I've upgraded to Chat Plus. So I hope OpenAI will fix it at some point. Here we go. So this is the ChatGPT. It's going to tell you what AI-powered healthcare. So I should go back. You will see AI-powered healthcare has been recommended as well by Google Bard here. Of course, the order is different, but here develop an AI-based healthcare platform that can diagnose, monitor, and recommend treatments for patients. I would say I like the description here a little bit more with ChatGPT. The ideas are smart home automation, there's autonomous vehicles, there's fraud detection and prevention. You will find that this ChatGPT does not give you kind of the summary at the end, but give you the 5 ideas. So I would say this is a tie, I would say, between them. Let's go ahead and see what Bing search or the GPT-4 model is actually telling you. We're going to say, give me 5, it's actually best ideas and business models for startup in AI. Let's go ahead and test it out. And it might take a few seconds for it to execute. And here we go. So of course, you will see that GPT-4 model is actually quite slower compared to the Google Bard. But here we go. It's going to tell you, well, there are many AI-based startup ideas that can thrive, such as AI-based healthcare, energy-related startup, AI-based marketing startup, And what I really like as well here about Bing search is it can actually give you links as well. Instead of giving you the actual concise information, along with links as well if you would like to learn more. This is a pretty powerful tool, I would say. Here it's going to tell you what AI-based cybersecurity, AI-based customer service, AI-based virtual interior designer, and you can go ahead and click on those, and that's going to direct you to multiple links as well. So I would say, in my opinion, Bing here search, which is powered by GPT-4, might be the best one out of all of them. Okay, let's go ahead and test the math and coding ability of all these different three models. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to ask Bard to do the following. Can you add documentation to the following code? And here I'm defining a Python function that simply sums up two numbers together. Don't worry if you don't fully, I would say, understand this function here. Basically, all I need to do is I wanted any of these AI models to go here and document the code for me. So here we go. This is a nice documentation. And it's going to tell you, well, the documentation includes the following information. It'd be a description of what the function does, the names, and the type of the value the function returns. Okay, so I think this is pretty good. And of course, you can go ahead and copy that code. Let's go ahead and test ChatGPT. So I'm going to say new chat. Hopefully it's going to work without crashing this time. Here we go. Let's go ahead and test it out again. And let's give it a try, certainly. And here we go. It's actually quite fast. It's going to tell you, well, def my sum, this is my function. And it's giving you here like nice documentation for the code. And here's the function call. It's giving you as well a description afterwards. So I really like, I would say, the OpenAI's approach in general when it comes to coding. Let's go ahead and test Bing chats. So here I have Bing, and I'm going to come back, use the exact same command here or prompt. Can you add documentation to the following codes? And here we go. Certainly. Here's an example of how you can document the code. It's giving you basically a detailed example here, and along with the documentation, and it's telling you, well, in this example, I've added a doc string in my sum, and it's kind of giving you a concise description of what this function or what this function does as well. Okay, so I would say overall, it's pretty, I really like the OpenAI approach in general. So I would say Bing search along with the ChatGPT are actually quite powerful. Okay, let's test them out when it comes to writing ability and maybe writing an article, for example, to promote a given business. So let's go ahead and use the same prompt that we used before, write an article to promote my business, which is called AI Simplified. My business offers world-class training on artificial intelligence and machine learning. Let's go ahead and see. So that's Google Bard. Here we go. We checked that out before. So if you recall, kind of giving you why, kind of many reasons why you should choose or go with buying that business and or buying service from that business. I'm going to give you as well here a few conclusion at the end. Let's go ahead and test ChatGPT with it. So here we go. I'll tell you what, certainly AI and machine learning have become buzzwords in the tech industry. However, not everyone knows what these terms mean, how they can be applied to the real world. That's why AI Simplified comes in. Okay, that's pretty good, I would say. It's a little bit longer compared to Bard. Let's go ahead and test the final one, and that is going to be Bing search, which is, as I mentioned before, it's powered by the power of GPT-4 models behind the scene. So let's go ahead and test it out. So I'm asking write an article to promote my business, which is called AI Simplified, exact same prompt. And of course, you can go ahead and play around with a creative, precise, or balanced instead. Here we go. Sure, here's an article that I came up with for you. AI Simplified, world-class training on artificial intelligence and machine learning. AI and machine learning are two of the most rapidly growing fields of the technology today. With AI Simplified, you can learn how to harness the power of these technologies. AI Simplified offers world-class training on AI and ML. Whether you're looking to, whether you are a business owner or looking to implement AI and ML into your operations, okay, pretty cool. At AI Simplified, we believe that everyone should have access to world-class training on AI and ML. That's why we offer our courses at an affordable price. And okay, so I would say I pretty much like all of them. So what if I would like, for example, let's say to limit this article to, let's say, 100 words. So let's go ahead and test them out. So basically what you see is when it comes to the general prompts that doesn't require a lot of reasoning, Basically, the three of them actually are quite comparable, I would say. And of course, you can, one of the amazing features about Google Bard, that you can go ahead and actually check multiple drafts. So I think this is a cool feature here when it comes to Google Bard. When it comes to Microsoft Bing, I think I really like the idea of the creative versus balanced versus precise. So let's go ahead and test this out. I'm only limited to 100 words. Let's see what Google Bard is going to come up with. Here we go. This is kind of the simplified version of the exact same, basically, data. Let's go ahead and do that. Again, same problem. Let's go ahead and every time basically you have to go and restart it again. And here, okay, so this is basically the previous prompts. And here I'm asking, can you only limited to 100 words? They were sure AI Simplified offers world-class training, artificial intelligence, machine learning, or comprehensive program covers a range of topics. Actually like ChatGPT answer. And let's go ahead and test here Bing search. I'm going to say I'm only limited to 100 words. And here we go. I see. Here's a shorter version of the article. AI Simplified world-class training on artificial intelligence and machine learning. And of course, GPT-4 is actually pretty powerful, of course, and kind of give me a nice summary here in 100 words. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the last one, and that is going to be turn basically this into an article, or turn this article, my apologies, into a social media post on Facebook and use SEO-friendly keywords and hashtags. And right now, here we go. This is the body. This is the headline. So I'm going to tell you these are the hashtags. And it's actually mentioning to you as well, these are the SEO-friendly keywords. So I really like this as well when it comes to Google Bard. And he's showing you the post also includes the following hashtags as well. It's kind of explaining basically what the post look like. This is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do that here with ChatGPT. So here I'm going to say, turn this article into a social media post. This is simply the post or the basically the post here along with all the hashtags. I would say it's pretty good as well. Let's go ahead and test the Bing. So I'm going to say, turn that article into a social media post and use SEO-friendly keywords. Here we go. And it's actually pretty powerful here as well. Please note that when it comes to the ChatGPT, what you notice is kind of mixing here these hashtags inside the actual prompt. So again, it depends on your, I would say, taste or what you're looking for. I would say, again, three of them are pretty comparable when it comes to the generic features.